And it's the best day of the week, Thursday, because Dr. Joe's here to answer your pet questions, and he's brought this little bundle of joy today. This is Shrek.
This is Shrek.
Shrek hasn't stopped wagging his tail since he got in here. Look at he's a sweetheart.
He's very, very calm. I tell people he thought he was kind of a terrier mix. He still is a terrier mix, but he's grown quite a bit in the last week here. So he probably has some border collie or something.
Behind the graphic, you can see his little tail.
I mean,
never stops.
Yeah, he is. He just wants to play, and he's very, very calm. I mean, he's a nice little guy. His sister his sister Fiona, excuse me, got that
what
wrong.
pretty name.
Sorry, yeah, is back at the clinic. But
how old is Shrek?
So they're about 9, 10 weeks old, right in there. Like I said, he grew quite a bit, so he's still pretty young. So.
Yeah, how big's he going to get? He's got big feet.
We're going to call him kind of medium size, maybe about 50 pounds or so is kind of what I'm kind of thinking. So but,
he's a doll.
Yeah, and he's with the Pet Adoption League, and he's ready for his home. Got everything kind of done so far, and he's kind of a licker. You know, he's not so much of a biter. So
yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
that if you don't want everything destroyed immediately, he might be your puppy.
And beautiful markings on him too.
I think so. You know, go dog go or whatever that was when you're little. You know, had spots, and he kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But anyway, so
well,
fun.
He's a sweetie. Cynthia asks, my pets are always indoors. Do they still need treatment for fleas and ticks?
You know, the best thing to do is talk about what I talk to people about is a risk exposure with your veterinarian. You know, not all animals will need flea and tick treatment. But if you do take them to be groomed, you take them to the dog park, your neighbors have fleas and ticks, then the answer is, yes. So it's really how much exposure you have. So.
And if your neighbors have fleas and ticks, you shouldn't ask them over, right?
Well, probably not. I was going to say there are certain people that I know that if they bring their dog to my house, we would have fleas. So no names here because I'll get in trouble. But.
Sean wants to know, how can I get my kitten to use the litter box?
Yeah, most of them will kind of disintuitively use it. And so a lot of times I'll tell people if they're not, make sure they have like a fecal exam and that they don't have any parasites, because sometimes they'll get an urgency with parasites. And if you get that cleared up, you're going to be okay. If not, then you have to kind of retrain them. I'll tell people usually it's pretty easy. You'll put them in a small area, force them to use the litter box, and usually after a few days that'll be good. The other deal is a type of litter. Sometimes people will buy this great floral litter and it smells great, but the cats don't like the smell. So sometimes you have to figure out what you really need to do. Clumping, non-clumping, clay litter, low dust, high dust, whatever. So.
And finally, Derek, with lots of time on his hands, wants to know why some black cats look different in the sun.
I hope that's not Derek in the control room. We're going to get in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. But that's a great question. And here's the reason. They turn different colors because they're truly not all black. When I was little, I had black hair and I had black and gray hair.
Yeah,
but but it got kind of a little red tinge under summer because really what you have is brown hair. So there's a lot of brown hair under there. So when the sun hits,
just
the same way they do that paint on the cars. It's actually 2 paints, but in certain lights it brings out one better. So anyway, if you know that kind of stuff.
There you go, Derek.
Yeah,
use that at your next party.
Absolutely.
Now, if you have a question for Dr. Joe about your pets, even their colors and such like that, you just post it at our Facebook page, KGRH TV. If you're interested in adorable little Shrek here, you can call Heritage Veterinarian Services at the number on your screen there. And if you want to learn more about Heritage, you can also call them and ask them more about themselves. You can also see other pets that need homes. You can go to our website at kgrh.com. Thank you both for coming in.
You.
All right, good luck to you, Shrek. We'll be back in a minute.